Yeah. ᴠᴜsᴛ. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry.
Now my thoughts got wings, they escape the grid. I write now for fame, but the kid that slid through the cracks of the system like his dreams was hid. But he still got bars, even time ain't rid. Switch gears, make the pain sound plush like a vinyl scratch, smooth with a jazzed up hush. Every metaphor hit like a gold frame crush in the Louvre, the hood where the real don't rush. Yo, I seen saints fold in the sinners lead, seen preachers pack iron with a psalm to read. Now I spit psalms laced with a warrior's creed. My ink drip blood that these pages bleed. Keep the flow tight like locks on gates. With fate got no key and the clock runs late. Every second that I spit is a line I state for the youth in the struggle that the world won't rate. Final chapter, I return to the page where the block reads scripts like a Shakespeare stage. Where actors got triggers and the lines sound rage. But the truth is the pen when the heart's engaged. Flow final form, it's a jazz freestyle. No hook, just essence in a monk-born style. I was raised by the needle, fed by the trowel. Now I spit soul food every 8th mile. I ain't here for applause or the Rolex gleam. I'm the tear on the path from a half-dead dream. The echo in the tunnel, the crack in the scheme. Where the real ones rhyme what the pain might mean. And that's it, I'm gone, just a shadow and sound. In the record grooves deep where the truth is found. No change, just name that these verses crown. And the dust on the vinyl still hold me down. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry. Late night pen stroke, city bleeds in my palm. Where the silence speaks louder than a cop car's calm. Dreams ride fumes and adrenaline charm. And the reaper walks slow like he's reading a psalm. Flow flips, I maneuver through alleyway fate. Where the fiends nod off and the angels wait. Hope sag low on the backbone of crates. Where a verse worth more than a platinum plate. Rats dance to the beat of a poverty drum. Babies cry lullabies in the slums they from. Sun don't shine but we still ain't numb. We just script our lives in the cracks we strum. I ain't preaching, I'm bleeding, each line a scar. You hear a 16, I see a prison bar. I spit real, not a brand, not a rented car. Just pain with a cadence and a mic from the top. This for the soul food moms with the 1,000-yard gaze. Still praying over pots through the heat wave days. Dads in the wind or trapped in the maze. While the kids get raised by the block's dark rays. Flip tone, now I'm smooth like a jazzman's ghost. Every bar pull truth from the place I'm most. Where the cold nights turn kids into hosts. For spirits that dance through the cracks and toast. I seen hope shrink under welfare flames. Where the mailman bring number government names. And the school books lie but the shooters got aim. So we learn from the loss and remember the frame. I write for the ones that ain't never been heard. That whisper their dreams in the prayerless word. For the ones in the pews where the sky so blurred. Every rhyme I drop is a truth deferred. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry.
Peep the shadows where the lamplight flickers. Crack, stoop, wisdom, cipher in the park. Crackle, pop with the system. Dust on the vinyl, pain bleeds in the rhythm. We script truth on the walls, graffiti the prism. Old soul, new scars, life's a chessboard move. Corner store prophet speaking juice crew groove. Snakes hiss, subtle in the cipher's mood. And OGs preach sermons in tenement pews. Kick scuff pavement like sermons from Flav. I rhyme for the gods and the corner kids brave. No change, just pain, gold plated in rage. Tales of the real scrolled across every page. Yo, hand me that mic like a torch in the dark. Each spark a memoir from a project park. Inhale the stress, exhale an arc of words that bend still and ignite that spark.
Yo, walk with the echoes of KRS-One. Blueprints laced in the lines I spun. Truth drip heavy like a poet's gun. Clapping syllables till the liars run. Each 4-bar switch, I pivot the form like a DJ blending between chaos and calm. Verses bend like they weather a storm. Every punchline sharp, refined and warm. Queensbridge nights under flickering moons. Shorty's dreams hang from the neck like runes. Fiends sleepwalk through abandoned tunes, where bass lines bleed through abandoned rooms. The codes in the cadence hieroglyphic and wise. Third eye open, no disguise in my rise. Diction like scriptures penned in the skies. I'm the ghost in the booth where the past still cries.
Hot dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove. Pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just tryna breathe where the angels cry.
I pin what the silence refuses to say. The block's full of noise, but it echoes decay. The devil doing deals in the hallway great, where the youth roll dice on the bones of the day. This flow flip like a page in fate. Switch pace like decks when the DJ late. Breathe life in wax till the vinyl breaks. And every word I lace, a breath God takes. Had dreams in the cracks of a piss-stained stoop. Now I spit whole gospels from a grimy booth. Used to bump Illmatic in a 10-man loop. Now I rhyme with the pain of a panther troop. Half poet, half martyr, full rebel with cause. I rhyme in the shadows where the law never saw. Where love costs more than the war ever draw. And loyalty's deep like a mother's last call. Every verse is a mirror of the scars I bear. Street scripture scribed in the midnight air. I spit what's hidden, what they wouldn't dare. With the hunger of a monk in the cold I'd stare. Switch styles, now it's surgical, wordplay tight. Every line designed like a heist at night. My pen pick locks where the truth ain't right. Expose false gods with a verse in light. I've seen kings fall from their paper thrones. Watch queens cry in dial tones. Felt the pain of the block in my brittle bones. So I rhyme like I'm etching these epitaph stones. And still I rise on beats that breathe, where the echo of the real still cuts through thieves. No lie, just life in these bars I weave. Like a monk with a mic and no tricks up sleeve.
Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove. Pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just tryna breathe where the angels cry.
Eyes on the skyline, mind in the mud. Where brothers bleed ink just to balance the flood. Crack vows, glitter like stars in the crud. And the fiends speak tongues only ghosts understood. Next cadence, sharp like Gil Scott quills. Where the rhythm hits harder than $100 bill. Where the wisdom of the block never needed no frills. Just a beat, a thought, and a will that kills. Came from the cipher where pain was a muse. Where every freestyle carry neighborhood news. We ain't choose this life, it chose the bruise. So we spit in defense like a weapon we use. Now the flow gets ghostly, eerie, tight like a hallway whisper when you duck that light. I write with the urgency of death in sight. Every line's a prayer in the middle of night. Born in the smoke where the bricks still talk. Where the chalk outlines do sidewalk walks. Got dreams duct taped to the frame I stalk. And a voice that rips holes in the laws they chalk. Flow pivots again, this time it's glide. Like the soul of Dilla in a jazz train ride. I stitch thoughts and beats, no need to hide. Cause my verse is the truth when the world done lied.
Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove. Pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just tryna breathe where the angels cry. Cry, 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 cry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
These bars ain't art, they survival codes for the kids who rhyme through eviction modes, who live in a verse that the world forebodes and script their soul for the silence explodes. Now I breathe on the beat like a sermon said, resurrect every line from the words I bled. Where the crack in the wall mean the roof's half dead, but the mic's still gold in the world's cold bed. I seen love flip quick like a dice on edge, seen truth get murked by liars pledge. So I rhyme like I'm walking on a razor's ledge, with a voice that cut through the judge's hedge. This life ain't sweet, it's a gospel raw, where the saints got stains and the sinners saw. Where the loudest truth don't break no law, but a verse like this might change it all.
Final piece of the puzzle, no hook, no chain. Just words from the ashes of ancestral pain. I spit with the wind that remember the slain. Where the blocks still cry like it dreamt in vain. Shift tone, last run, let the tempo bend. Every rhyme like a page from a life I meant. Where the beat don't stop and the truth extend. And the bar spit now is where legends end. No mansion, no ice, no billboard shine. Just a pad, a pen, and a scar in time. Where the echo of the poor still aligns with mine. And the hunger in my chest still define the line. So if I vanish, let the booth still glow. Let the needle keep spinning where the lost ones go. Let the verse be a bridge in a world so low. And my name live on through the bars I throw.
Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove.
Pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just tryna breathe where the angels cry. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove. Pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry.
I seen tears hit floors in abandoned halls, where the heat cut out and the silence crawls, where a kid holds still cause the world won't call. Any rhyme in his head just to balance it all. Flip cadence, now I glide like a slick lost jazz through a city where tomorrow just mimicked the past, where a handshake hides what the trigger might ask, and loyalty's a ghost in a shattered flask. No filters, no edits, just streetlight beams, where the fiends paint murals in the space between, where the young see death before they learn to dream, and the truth get buried under Twitter streams. Still I write with a vengeance, a monk with rage, every page like a tomb in a broke souled age, where the rich read books and the poor turn page, where the rhyme so sharp it could split the cage. Now I rhyme for the loners, the scarred and bruised, the kids on the edge with nothing to lose, where the news don't reach but the trauma cruise, and a verse might save what the world refused. Change flow, I'm surgical stitching thought in a verse built tight like the pain I caught, where the silence of the night got the wisdom I saw, and the mic my confessor when the soul gets fraught. See, I've danced with the ghosts of the men I knew, some gone, some dead, some just withdrew, some traded their pen for a court-bound view, while I stayed in the lab till the pain felt true. So salute to the writers with a spine of steel, who craft from the wound just to make it heal. We the last of a breed that refuse to kneel. Every bar we drop is a blade that's real.
Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme to move. Streets still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme to move. Streets still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry.
Yeah. Now the ink spills slow like a tear from fate, while the block play God with a lock on the gate. Shorties run drills cause the love come late, and the OGs not off from the trauma they ate. Flow switch 4 bars and I slice with soul. Got verses carved out from a fractured roll. Got hunger in my voice that never been whole, and my lines bend corners like a heart on parole. I remember nights where the heat was a friend, where revenge got passed like a pad and pen, where a smile meant less than a means to end, and the love that we lost never came again. But still, I spit sermons in these breakbeat cries, and the flicker of a light where the real ones die, and the lull of a Glock where the children lie. I write like the truth got no alibi.
I was raised on loops and project stoops, where the echo of the past still reboots, where a shot to the sky feel like dispute, and the law just lurked like a substitute. Next switch, sharper like a blade in teeth, where the bars hit harder than the truth beneath, where the wordplay swing like a drunk on grief. I rhyme like the streets never gave me peace. My mind a museum of crimes I dodge, where the air felt thick like a sabotage, where the rich drive past with a perfect facade, while we scribbled revolution in a broken garage. So salute to the poets with 1,000 flaws, who bled in the booth with no deals, no applause, whose verses raised babies without no cause, but kept it 100 through the unjust laws.
Paint peel off the wall like time rewinding, where the breeze sound like a brother confined, and every car that passed got a truth in the timing, and the echo in the street feel like fade line and flip flows. Now I dance on beats like blades, each step cut deep through the industry shade. They selling fake real, I was built not made, with a pen that bends iron in a world that fade. I've been broke, been hungry, been cold, been cracked, but I never let a lie put my soul off track. Had homies with gold, but they heart went black, so I rhyme like the reaper might double back. This more than a verse, it's a home I built, where the truth got weighed and the ink got guilt, where the pain feel fresh even when it's spilled, and the mic still burn with the blood I spilled. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme to move. Streets still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry. Paint peel off the wall like time rewinding, where the breeze sound like a brother confined, and every car that passed got a truth in the timing, and the echo in the street feel like fade line and flip flows. Now I dance on beats like blades, each step cut deep through the industry shade. They selling fake real, I was built not made, with a pen that bends iron in a world that fade. I've been broke, been hungry, been cold, been cracked, but I never let a lie put my soul off track. Had homies with gold, but their heart went black, so I rhyme like the reaper might double back. This more than a verse, it's a home I built, where the truth got weighed and the ink got guilt, where the pain feel fresh even when it's spilled, and the mic still burn with the blood I spilled.
Yo, these words like locks on a gated pass, where the key is a verse and the pad don't last, where the truth feel cold but the rhythm blast, and the youth hold dreams they can't even grasp. Change tempo, now I move like chess, calculated sharp, never nothing less. I rhyme for the pressure that'll fold your chest, for the hope that's buried in a new
reduce like stress. They said we was nothing, now we sound like gods. With a crate full of vinyl in a world that nods. With a slang so sharp that it shift facades. And a flow so real it defy all odds. From the stoop to the stage, I carry that flame. Not for clout, but the power in a mother's name. For the child with a pad trying to change his lane. I spit like a man with a cause, not fame.
Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme the move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry.
I was born with the sirens sang, lullabies late, where the corners told stories that the schools can't state, where the cold don't warn and the heat don't wait, and your name mean more when it bend with fate. Now I walk like the beat got bricks in its lungs, with a verse for the fallen and a hymn for the young. My bars been forged where the violence sprung, where the silence got louder than 1,000 tongues. Came from the grind where the gods don't sleep, dreams die fast and the clocks don't weep. Truth so raw that it cut too deep, and the real get lost when the fake go cheap. Still I write like the ink got a soul of men, like my pain got wings, it ain't trying to lend. Where the loop feel holy and the rhyme don't bend, and the mic my only eternal friend.
Every bar like a prayer I ain't said out loud, with a notebook filled like a shroud bound vow, with the weight of the block and the screams of the crowd. I pen what the system won't ever allow.
Crack pavement, sermons in chalk, elders preach pain, shorties just walk. Guns got echo, hearts got lock, and time moves slow when the law don't knock.
See, I've been on the low with the high-end view, truth in my scope like a sniper's cue. Pen been lit like a wife through fuse, and I spit like the booth need a bomb defuse.
I don't write for applause, I write to exist, for the kids in the dark with a first and fifth, for the voice in the wind that the world dismissed. Every verse I drops like a clenched up fist.
Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme to move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme to move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry.
Yo, I rhyme like the city got blood in its bricks, where the hunger don't sleep and the dreams play tricks, where a cipher could heal or a Glock could fix, and the pain hit harder when the hope conflicts. Now I box with the beat like the pad O ring, where the youth get lost and the time gets spent, where a smile fake deep as a chain from a gent, and the truth don't bend, it just breaks and vents.
I was built where the dust makes saints from thieves, where the devil take form and designer sleeves. Every verse that I spit's got 1,000 leaves, from a tree where the roots bear grief and need.
So I write with the aim of a monk in war, with the scars of the past and a soul still raw, where the mic my shield and the booth my floor, and my voice got weight they can't ignore. Let the beat ride slow while the past unfolds. I was born in a frame where the film got cold, where the plot don't twist, it just breaks and folds, and the script got lines that the system sold. I speak for the shadows that the light disown, where a prayer get drowned in a dial tone, where the youth get grown through the cracked unknown, and the streets write songs in a pain-soaked tone.
Yeah, I pen with a pulse like a runaway train, flow tightrope walking in a hurricane brain. Bars too raw for the radio chain, so I drop underground where the roots remain.
This is more than a track, it's a song for the lost, for the kids with a pad in a world that's frost, where the truth get taxed and the soul got cost. I spit to the ink out leaves what's lost.
Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme to move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry. Dust on the vinyl, truth in the groove, pain in the verse, yeah, I rhyme to move. Street still whispering, the beat don't lie. We just trying to breathe where the angels cry.